So we're starting at the top with this pickup bar. Notice it's 6/8 times, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 rumpty tumpty rumpty tumpty, that kind of feel, only a bit faster than that. So with 6/8 it's compound duple time, which means you've got two groups of three. So you've got two main beats split up into three each. Okay, again, sounds horrendously complicated, but in actual fact it's pretty simple. You can see a sharp at the beginning, F sharp, so we know in the key of G major. It could be E minor, but it does happen to be G major. I won't get into that, but E minor is the relative minor of G major, but we are in G major, just trust me. We are in pos -1, which means that my first finger is going to be on the note, on the button rather, above my home button. On the fourth button start, fourth button down on the push gives me the note G on the G row. That's my home button, so that would be home position pos H for short, and this is pos -1, so that's where we're starting. And in fact our first note is that D where the first finger falls. So if you've got a third button start, this will be button 2 for you. Okay, NC means no chord, so there's nothing in the left hand here, and you're going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 and come in on that sixth beat, which sounds pretty ridiculous, but you know, in real terms you won't do that, because you'll know this tune and you'll just start playing it. You won't worry about that, but that's how it has to be scored, so it makes sense musically. Okay, so that's your first note sorted out, pretty straightforward. Let's scroll down and let's see those first couple of bars. So that's bar 0, that pickup bar, that one we just done, that one there, and these two here on the first full stave, they are bars 1 and 2. So you can see this sign here, it's a repeat sign. We're going to come back to this point later on in the tune, but here we're getting into the kind of meat and potatoes of the actual tune. Let's look at the right hand first of all, and we play this D, and our next note is the button below G. Our first bar sounds like this, right hand wise. So you've got 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the first note's a crotchet, which is a quarter, which is 2/8, so it takes up 2 of your 8th beats if you like. So 1 2 3, so on that second G note, this one here comes in on beat 3. This A comes in on beat 4, lasts for beats 4 and 5, and this final B is on the final beat of the bar, the 6th beat of the bar. So if you're going to count it, you go 1 2 3 4 5 6. And like I say, probably in real life you won't count it, you'll know the tune and you'll simply just play it. But if you need to understand it musically, then this is going to help you. So it's finger 2 on the note G, and it's 2 notes on the push, and then the same button pulled out will give you the note A, and then you'll go to the button below and push for the note B. So you've got G, G, A, B. Okay, so that's your first bar right hand wise. Let's look at the left hand. We've got G bass, G chord, D bass, G chord. Now the basses go at exactly the same time as the right hand notes. So you've got like that. Now what I do is I use my little finger on button 4 and my third finger on button 3, And I've said this a million times before, you don't have to do that. You can use fingers 3 and 2 or 2 and 1. That's what I do because it's logical, 1 finger per button. So G bass and G chord are buttons 4 and 3 on the outside row. And the D bass is the same button as the G bass but on the pull. Okay, so you've got push, push, pull, push. So if I add that pickup bar to that, I've got this. And you can hear the tune coming quite nicely now.